Welcome back to another video with me, Miss V. Today we're going to go ahead and talk about Pythagorean theorem some more, but specifically today we're going to talk about some applications of Pythagorean theorem. So we know how to use Pythagorean theorem, but now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some application problems or some word problems and figure out how to essentially let that help us in our exploration of Pythagorean theorem, okay? So over here, just a little quick review. We're going to identify the legs of our right triangle and label them A and B. Remember, your legs are always the two sides that make the letter L, essentially, if you hold up your hands. So over here, this is side A and this is B. And we're going to identify the hypotenuse and label it C. As always, hypotenuse, look for the right angle. Go to the side that is right across from the right angle, and this is always going to be C, okay? I always tell my students to look for C first, just because it helps them sort of make sure that they're not labeling the wrong sides. As long as you find the right angle, and then you go to the side across from it, that'll be C. And again, remember, Pythagorean theorem is A squared plus B squared equals C squared, okay? So just a quick little review. So let's go ahead and take a look at these two examples that we have up here. So the first one is the foot of a ladder is placed 5 feet from a wall, and there's a picture over here for us. If the top of the ladder rests 12 feet up on the wall, how long is the ladder? Okay, so if we draw a little picture here, so I'm going to go ahead and draw this here, and then this here, and I'm going to draw the length of the ladder. Okay, we have a right triangle here for us, okay? And we're going to use the information in the problem to figure out what goes where, okay? So we know that the foot of the ladder, the bottom of the ladder, is placed 5 feet from the wall, okay? The wall is obviously right there. So the foot of the ladder is 5 feet away from the wall, okay? Then the top of the ladder up here rests 12 feet up on the wall. So from the bottom of the wall to the top of the wall, the ladder rests 12 feet up there. So over here, this is going to be 12 feet. Okay, 12 feet. So now we're trying to find how long the ladder is, which is essentially this length right over here. Okay, so like I said, we know where our right angle is. What we're trying to find here is C. Okay. So let's go ahead and use Pythagorean theorem. So A squared plus B squared equals C squared. We know we're trying to find C, which means that 5 and 12 are going to be A and B. So go ahead and plug in 5 and 12 for A and B and leave C alone. Remember, 5 squared is not 5 times 2. It is 5 times 5, okay? So 5 squared is 25. 12 squared is 144. And we don't know what C squared is. Add 25 and 144 to get 169. And finally, we have C to the second power. To cancel out that square, we have to take the square root of both sides. So that 13 equals C, which means that our ladder is 13 feet long. 13 feet long. Okay. Second problem over here, Donna's TV screen is 15 inches wide. If the diagonal measures 25 inches, how long is the length of Donna's TV? So over here, we have some examples of what a TV looks like. Y'all know what a TV looks like, but essentially we're gonna go ahead and use one of these, and I'll use the biggest one to go ahead and help us fill in the information here. So we have a right triangle. Okay, whoops, right here, which is essentially Donna's TV. And we know that the TV is 15 inches wide. So we're going to go ahead and put 15 inches right here on the side. And we know that the diagonal, okay, diagonal measures 25 inches. So if you go diagonally across from Donna's TV, that is 25 inches. And you guys cannot see that. Let me write it over here. So the diagonal is 25 inches, okay? Which means our diagonal, our right angle is here. Our diagonal is C. 15 inches is either A or B. So in this problem, we're trying to find the length of her TV, which would be B in Pythagorean theorem. So again, go ahead and write down your formula and plug in the information that we know. So we have A which is 15. We don't know what B is, that's what we're trying to solve for. And we have C, which is 25, okay? Then from here, go ahead and grab your calculator and simplify. So we're gonna go ahead and do 15 squared first. 15 squared is 225. 225 plus B squared equals 25 squared, which is 625. I'm gonna go ahead and move this over here because I'm running out of space. So now from here, we're trying to solve for B. So go ahead and subtract 225 from both sides. So we can cancel it out over here. So then B squared equals, that's going to be 400. Yes, that's 400. And now we get the square root of 400 to solve for B. And the square root of 400 is 20. Okay, so the length of Donna's TV is 20 inches. Okay, so like I said, here are some application problems for Pythagorean theorem. On the next screen, there are a couple that you guys can try yourself. So you can go ahead and pause the video here and try out these two problems. And if you guys have any questions, as always, please leave a comment below and I will get to you as soon as I can, y'all. Thank you so much for watching my videos and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.